here we are at the end.
Because, like, Shadow's a character that's fun, but, like, his design is what really makes him, I feel. I don't think he would have lasted as well if he was just edgy Sonic with the missing eye. Oh, also, a thing that I lost in the move that I'm very upset about is I had a kiosk demo disc of Sonic Adventure 2. I'm very upset that I don't have that anymore. That was super fun.
Oh, what the fuck? Fuck you.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit. Thought you'd remember that.
Why?
Like, I recently found a dreaded Milo toy that I thought I left behind.
Is it like a really annoying baby toy?
Yes.
What is it?
It's it's just realistically it's just a cell phone, but it is the door's open. What's up? And now that the door is closed and the boy is not able to hear me, it's a cell phone, but it's like a super sensitive toy cell phone that will not shut up. And it's not his fault. It's just the people that made it are evil monsters.
Do you think that there's ever been a kid's toy where the person who made it, like, it was actually their intention to annoy the parents? Like, they were just fucking sick in the head. Like, it's not like, oh, you're just saying that as a joke. No, they, like, that's what they wanted. That was what their end goal was to drive someone who's already losing their mind a step further.
I don't know, but, I will tell you one of my favorite Toy Stories, though, which is actually ironic, is one Christmas, his great aunt, actually, gave him a Woody toy, but it quotes Toy Story 4, I think.
Okay.
And we're waking up, and he pulls the pull string, and the one thing Woody says is, "You're not supposed to be here," like, you know, from talking to Forky. But that's what wakes me and Olivia up. Our son's crib is saying quietly, "No, you're not supposed to be here."
What is Woody saying to my kid?
Yeah.
Right? Why would they have it quote Toy Story 4 and not just, like, have him say the things that his little string is supposed to? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, nor do I, because they're, like, weird things like, no, you know, you're not supposed to be here, or, like,
yeah, that should be a quote.
That sounds like, so, like, eerie, like, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
That's just a line, like, that's not even, like, something that's, like, quotable or interesting.
No. And it's funny because, like, he's supposed to talk with the other toys, like, if you put him next to a Woody, if you put him next to a Buzz or a Zurg, they're supposed to talk to each other. And, like, because we have a Buzz and a Zurg. They're fun, they're cute, they talk. It's like, you know, they quote the line, you know, from the movie where, like, "I'm your father" kind of thing, you know what I'm talking about, from Toy Story 2. But, like, when you throw Woody in there, it's like, no, you know, like, he sounds like he's convincing them to stop talking. because the antagonistic lines of Toy Story 4.
Here's the final boss that isn't gonna change from collecting all the emeralds. I'll show you what the one difference is. It's really lame.
I also love how Milo likes all the Toy Stories, but, like, 4 is the one that confuses him. Like, he does not get it.
Me too. 4 confuses me too, Milo.
I was just bored out of my mind with 4. And it's not that there's nothing good about it, but...
4 is one of my few films that irrationally upsets me. And it upsets only me. I
don't know. No, it doesn't upset only. The thing is, the third one was a good ending, and there's no reason to expand it. And I don't think 4 justifies expanding it. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, but we had a really good idea. It's like, they separate Woody from the rest of them at the end. That was their idea for a new ending.
That is my whole... The whole Toy Story series is about being together, and then Woody's like, bye.
Like, the idea of bringing Bo Peep back was alright, since she got the short end of the stick in the third one, and honestly, the second one. But...
Look, man, if you like the movie, if you like Toy Story 4, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not I think it's unfair to say it's a bad movie, it's just so unnecessary.
I just don't like it. that I just don't like.
What are you talking about? It's the best animated movie of 2018. What year did that one come out?
Sure.
It won best animated feature.
Oh god.
It didn't add anything to the Toy Story franchise, positive or negative.
I think, and that's just me because I'm stupidly passionate about it. I think it did more because it literally just like goes, hey, yo, stay with your friends unless your ex-girlfriend comes back. Fuck those guys after that. If the kid doesn't play with you anymore, too damn bad.
I also just find something ironic about the third movie about like growing up and moving on, and then but now we're like, oh, don't worry, we're doing more Toy Story. Like,
yeah. I mean, and to be fair here, that's cool for Milo. Like, for me, that's stupid. But for him, somebody that loves the movies, yeah, oh hell yeah, that's cool for him to actually see it in theaters. But like,
and that's the thing, though. I feel like the fourth movie is basically just like an extended, like, Toy Story short they would air on the Disney Channel.
You know what's even worse is I like the Toy Story shorts better.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time where, like, Olivia's job was right next to a movie theater, but she got out, like, way later than I did. So I went to go watch movies. I remember seeing Lion King and Aladdin. Like, those are two movies that I remember seeing. And I remember being audibly upset at Lion King.
Least favorite movie of all time. Yeah, the remake, not the... The remake is my least favorite movie.
Like, Aladdin is kind of fun to me. Like, I don't think it's great, but at least, like, I don't see the purpose of it, but it's not as bad. Like, Lion King just takes the cake for, like, unexcusable.
In Aladdin, at least they, like, try to, like, freshen it up, add something new to it, you know? Like,
yeah.
We changed it up a little bit. They didn't just, like, okay, here's the same movie again, but we did it worse. It's there's something to be said about it. Like, it's something different, but yeah. I think my favorite one out of all of the live action remakes is probably the Cinderella one, because it's like the most passable for just another retelling of Cinderella. Like, again, it barely has anything to do with like the original animated Cinderella.
Oh my god, this
Yeah.
shit.
I guess Discord won't let Matt talk, because I couldn't hear that. I think I liked Aladdin, but that's also because Aladdin's one of my favorite movies, so regardless of how the quality was, I'll always be like, yeah, it's different.
Let me get my fucking ring back, you fucking asshole.
The best
Fuck
part of the
you!
movie.
Ooh, I'm mad. Oh, I am so fucking angry right now.
I can see that.
Did he fucking die? Did the fucking cunt die?
Hey Michael, I might have asked you this before, but what is like the most disappointing movie to you?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I'll try to answer that before this is over. This is what you get for collecting the emeralds, by the way.
Oh, so Sonic doesn't fall on his face?
He runs inside the emerald, and he can't ever get out.
Are you proud of yourself?
No.
I have an answer for your question, Chris.
What is it?
Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS.
Okay.
I thought that was a movie about Nazi werewolves. I was wrong.
Okay, I got one. And I think even then I can't say I was, like, too disappointed because I knew what Shyamalan was like and I knew it could happen. I was very disappointed by Glass.
Good Avatar. Oh shit, okay. Part of you thought...
Normally when you hear that, that's what people are gonna do. Like, if they're gonna mention Shyamalan and disappointment, it's gonna be Avatar. But Glass was a follow-up to 2 movies of his that I really like, and it's arguably one of his worst movies. It's really lame. I can't really. I'm trying to think if there's like, because like honest to God, when a movie disappoints me, it's like I don't know, because I don't know. I normally have a decent idea of what I'm gonna think of a movie before I start watching it. Normally, I'm pleasantly
Can you use
surprised.
real names?
I'm sure.
Well, like they have no. Some of them have numbers in them. Like this isn't like the modern day.
It might also just be the font is fucking ridiculous. And it's
Oh no, there was literally a 7.
Thanks to Hitman. Oh, is this the game where they hired the hitmen to like take out the guys at Nintendo?
Sure. I think my most disappointing movie is something I shouldn't have been disappointed in, and I'm not really. I guess it's more or less of disappointed that it exists as Cats. Like, how the fuck did you make Cats the way you did? Like, how the fuck did you do that? That's an amazing play. You can fight me. I don't care what you think about Cats. But how did you look at the play, the musical, and go, yeah, let's go with what we did.
Okay, I was disappointed by Shrek the Third when it came out, because I was really excited for it, and it really bored me. I liked the fourth one, though. The fourth one redeemed it.
I was disappointed by Dark Knight Rises.
I didn't like it that much, but I wasn't like so disappointed because I didn't like I wasn't like so invested, you know. I liked it fine. All right, well, we're done with this. We're done with Game Gear for a little while.
I thought the first two were like so good, and then the third one was like not, and I'm like, oh.
I thought they were good too. I just kind of like, it's one of those weird things. I thought the movies were good and I really liked them, but by the time the next one came out, I was always just like no longer invested. You know, if I watched them all back to back, I would have been disappointed.
I think if I can have one last one that was disappointing was Batman vs. Superman. Once again, a movie that I knew I was going to be disappointed in. Like, the more I heard about it, the more I'm like, you guys could have just made a Justice League movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shitty way to make a Superman sequel. Just, DC did an absolutely terrible job doing what they did. I don't care what anybody says. I know there's people that defend the Snyderverse. That was absolute shit.
Oh, you know what one did disappoint me? And
What?
this was my own fault for not looking up what it was before I watched it. But with Gurren Lagann, I heard it's like, okay, it's a 20-something episode show followed by 2 movies. I'm like, okay, cool. So I watched for the whole show, and I got like so hooked on the show. I thought the show was amazing.
Oh, I know.
And I still love it. And I think it's like, yeah, I think the whole thing is really good. And then I was like, okay, I'm curious to see where the movies are going to take it. And the movies were both recap movies where it's all like maybe 10 minutes of new footage. And it's like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you for calling that a movie.
I think those have a place, but like...
I know. And that's why it's my fault, but I was so disappointed because I was so excited all the way up to like have these like 2 movies, you know?
Oh no, what I was gonna say is that I understand because that was me too.
Yeah. Another one that disappointed me, and this one was a lot less disappointing, but like with Full Metal Alchemist, there was a movie to it, Conquer Shambhala, which I love. That's not the one that disappointed me. Brotherhood had a movie too called Sacred Star of Milos, and so once I finished Brotherhood, I put that on, and I was disappointed to learn that it did not take place after the series, but in the middle. But I also felt like the story was so disconnected from anything in the show, like most of the characters aren't in it. It's not bad, it's well animated, it has an interesting story, but I was just like, it just felt like it's a story that could have gone with any other anime. It didn't need to be Full Metal Alchemist. Or it could have been like the same world, and you just leave Ed and Alphonse out of it entirely. Because to me that was awesome. It wasn't misleading. It was pretty honest about what it was. But I was disappointed. Again, that's my own fault. It's not like the movie did anything wrong. But yeah, I just went into like expectations is where I like get most of my disappointment with films. Is when I think it's something that it's not.
I feel like that's me with gaming though.
Yeah.
Like Sonic Superstars was that for me to a degree.
And sometimes it's like I feel disappointment towards something that I still genuinely love. Like I know it's kind of weird because like speaking of games, like the sequel to the Moon and Finding Paradise, Imposter Factory, disappointed me the first time I played through it. because I was expecting something else. Now, once I was able to let those expectations go and I played through it a second time, I really loved it because it's still a really solid story, but I let myself think it was something that it wasn't when I started it. And that's yeah, again, that's very much a me thing. That's very much it's good to go into stuff without expectations. I mean, and I know that's impossible to go in without them entirely, but it's like, it's good to have as little of an expectation as possible, even if it's something you're excited for. Because it's like, sometimes something that's not even bad might make you disappointed because it's not what you expected.
Yeah.
And that's the same case of Sacred Star of Milos of Full Metal Alchemist, because it's not a bad movie, but it's just like...
No, it's traditionally what anime movies do.
Yeah. The Cowboy Bebop movie didn't disappoint me because I was aware it was in the middle. Not Cowboy Bebop, Trigun movie.
Okay, wait, you watched Trigun? Holy shit.
Yeah, a long time ago. I was still in high school. I liked it a lot.
Shit, no, I love Trigun. That's why I wear stupid round sunglasses.
The movie, I was well aware, took place in the middle of the show, and I would have, if I didn't know that would have probably also disappointed me, because I like it when a movie kind of gives it like the grand finale.
Yeah, anime movies kind of are just meant to be in between sometimes.
And it's fair enough. It's like, okay, we have this idea for an episode, but it's such a good idea that we could actually expand it. So I get that's what they do. That's not a bad approach. I think that's what that's what a lot of like TV show movies do in the U.S. Like non-narrative driven shows like The Simpsons or Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, sometimes with anime, there's like a film festival coming up, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, let's make it for it. Like, let's let's do a thing, that we can't normally do, or let's tell a story that right now we can't tell in canon. They're meant to always be, because normally when a movie comes out like that, it's during the show's run. So not always, but most of the time.
Yeah. So I guess just to end this recording, Sonic Chaos, good game. I like it.
Except for that, you got angry at it.
I get angry at almost every game I play. It doesn't make it a bad game if I get angry. Even a lot of the stuff I call bullshit isn't bullshit. I will, if I continue to call it bullshit in the last call, I still think it's bullshit.
Hold on, hear me out. I'm gonna say this right now. Anything you say about the Game Gear that you call bullshit, you are most likely right.
I think that Triple Trouble has better highs, but it also has like lower lows. That's what I'll say. And I think these levels are like, Triple Trouble has longer levels. It has more well thought out levels, I feel. But when you get stuck in a bad Triple Trouble level, you're there for a while and it sucks. And when you get stuck in a bad Chaos level, you can clear that shit so quickly still. It's almost too easy of a game, but it's still, I like it. It's a quick thing that you can turn on real quick. It is a Game Gear release, and maybe that was the approach. Make it short because the damn thing can't stay turned on.
It can't be alive. It has the life of a mayfly.
I would be very curious to play one of these on a Game Gear with how small the battery life is.
So that's what we're doing at Too Many Game. Pack up a Game Gear and live. We're gonna see Spidey get mad live.